Bible-based original intent platform. Bible-based original intent platform. My first ancestor to immigrate from Great Britain was Barnabas Horton. He was a colonist amongst the first colonies of the Virginia Company, and in the pedigree of King William of Orange. I grew up as a child learning rumors that he sailed to Massachusetts on the Swallow with Miles Standish, but these are inaccurate details. I have seen records that he did also reside in Long Island during his life, but I understand more about this subject than the Hausers of Clarion, Pennsylvania. Very likely he was rare amongst a few remnant redeemed from a wicked family by the Lord Jesus Christ from the curse. Relative to management of Elvis Presley, the rest of this genealogy has been totally, yet cryptically depraved and are rejected. Barnabas, though, pilgrimed to settle with early Puritan colonists. Therefore, it is certain that we both oppose British royalists and papists. He necessarily was a parliamentarian separatist. I adamantly assert I am a traditional American patriot, only politically, and these founded. One is a hypocrite who claims patriotism when his zeal is not upon the founding principles, the substance defining patriotism. Other is either an oxymoron or a misnomer, or else maybe a baby boomer's bad cheese induced ill fancy. Unfortunately, I've also learned over my years that the Bush family from Kennebunkport is also in this family tree. Semi-distant and close. And there are also other genealogical connectivities of nefarious agency. With such a sort of name, we are irreconcilably and diametrically opposed. Warning! The following content does not literally express the values of Jacob James E. Horton, the centrally targeted figure, sole practicing executive officer of the Boyd Institute. It is not intended as comedy, nor entertainment, but evidentiary discovery, intelligence, by use of satire.
That is use of satire.
This is the legend of Barnabas. A tale of the English ancestry heritage, shared amongst bloodline descendants of one Barnabas Horton. Not completely accurate in all of its details, yet what was told to be spread from Middletown, New York, from the genealogical work of one Linda Hauser. All aboard, ye swallow mates, we're about to set sail to a new life, in a new world. Whoever doesn't kick the bucket will be landing in Nantucket. Our captain, he shall be Miles Standish, the legend of Barnabas is rock and roll. This guy's doing something with his pelvis, and they said his name is Elvis.
Hey, there's that guy named the Colonel. He's related to relatives in the middle of New York. He used to manage a circus. Yeah, he used to manage a circus, and he could make a lot of cash.
Yes, and we can spread moral profligacy in our pact with the devil. With large record industry corporations. With our oil tycoon money.
Right! Like how we have an assignment to screw up the Bible, and then I want to make a Rocky Horror Picture Show with Tim Curry.
And out of all of this, the legend of Barnabas is rock and roll.
concluding information, March 27th, 2022. While concluding a final edit of production, initiated on December 3rd, 2021, which I had postponed just after New Year's. Process was during Christmas season. During recent months, parallel evidence from the loop tank manifest phenomena of the loop tank's public demonstration of the treeless state action with various agency has repeatedly loud-spoken rumors, corroborated by other evidence, that loop tank insurrection members, under the leadership of prominent and level responsibility culprits, have, in conjunction with the continual acts of jointed acts in conspiracy of illegal electronic surveillance misconduct, have been stealing the intellectual property of work product of this production and process, which hitherto I have never published as of yet. I intend to today, in order to, in accordance with their continual obsessive modus operandi, as previously asserted in previous information, and the loop tank insurrection analysis, intelligence analysis, loop tank counterfeited and claimed copyright of the intellectual property work product, which has been saved and stored on my IT storage, but illegally stolen by electronic surveillance misconduct. Inherently, as sole author and sole producer with no collaboration with any other, I possess copyright ownership of this intellectual property of the production and all of its work product during the process. This has been in constancy with their obsessive interests, continually as a recurring pattern. Prominent loop tank insurrection members rumors have include, but it is difficult to remember all with the superhuman hectic pace, speed, profusion of loud-spoken, clear and present danger speech from the distant stratosphere on Earth. Continual hand-level responsibility culprits, members of a recording minstrel troupe prominently involved in the loop tank insurrection, nomenclatured by themselves Rush, which has been rumored to mean rolled under Satan's hand, who are also relatives of mine, semi-close, about third removed on both sides of my family, different members that were put together in the loop tank conspiracy back in the 70s, worked together during meeting for this purpose, actually it was in the late 60s before my birth, on a divination assignment for past assertions of loop tank insurrection analysis of the occult conspiracy on a bricklaying job as a front during my parents' college years with the local cults I had mentioned in Resner Parodiaries and Scary Earthworm. Impact with the devil. Per these past assertions, they have orchestrated through a network of ample nomads, also recorded in previous assertions, involved in the loop tank counterfeiting as a sabotage stereotype profile group, according to loop tank insurrection analysis, for the most intensive loop tank, and others such as those of the Horton family and in their enterprises of recording industry and with Peter Gabriel and Irish Bonzo, etc. Can't remember all the names and all of the rumors that have been proto-human based while living.
Holy, holy, holy Lord,